Hey there, everyone. I hope you are all doing good. Welcome to this new Breakbeat Torture Polyend Tracker special. In this video, I'm going to show you many ways to torture breakbeats. Here is a breakbeat. And I've used the one-shot mode, which is the default sample playback setting. This is not the best way to play breakbeats, but just when I loaded it, I just played with it and did this. And I found that it was cool, so I made a pattern out of it. It's not because it's not sliced and diced and stuff like this that you can't have fun with a breakbeat, actually. Loading it like this and playing with the different pitches can give you different rhythms. Octave jumps like give you half speed or twice the speed of the thing. So it's quite fun. Then you can play with some effects actually with this. If we go to pattern number 2, I've done a bit of a mess. So the effects I'm playing with here is the position. If you move around the position, it changes the starting point of the sample. It's not the same thing as slicing, but you can recall any starting points at any time. Here I made a pretty sparse pattern, so I can show you the different rolls. Okay, not so much going on. I'm just going to add different type of roll effects to this and we'll see what they do. The first ones are just re-triggers. At different speeds. I don't really like the very fast ones. They sound a bit too, but I really like the 1, 2, and 3 basically. Then we get to the volume down rolls, which I like very much. And you have their opposite, the volume up, starting over there. Then we get to the RN, which are pitch related. And those does not work very well with the bit slice mode. Because they are going to repeat the same slices instead of changing the pitches. So let me just use something that's not bit sliced, instrument number 3, as we will see later. So we get a pitch down, which is pretty cool. Then there's the pitch up. And the final ones, the RR, which are random pitches, which are super messy. I never use them. Sometimes on synth. It can be quite fun. That's it. You know everything about the rolls. As I'm here, there's one other FX that I really like to use, which is the gate length. And I need to show you the envelope first. For this to work properly, you need no release or just like a few milliseconds. This one. It will make the sound super short. Shorter than step. To make some sort of ghost note kind of things. I love to use them with the low pass. If your release is too high, that's what it's going to do. Even with the FX on, you will still have the full slices playing all the time. does create a knot off though, so sustain doesn't matter here. The basic way of doing breakbeats on the tracker is using the slices, which is what I have on this pattern with instrument number 2. This means that you have one breakbeat and you slice it up in different pieces that you can play back on those pads. On the second pattern, I've made a bit of a mess as well, using the rolls and using a second lane to add a few other drum beats. If I mute the first one, this is just a few ornaments, let's say, that adds up to the main line. So here with instrument number 3, I'm using the slice mode. The difference with the beat slice mode is that you don't get the illuminated pads. But what you get is pitches on the pads. If you play a pattern without any FX on it, you just get the same slices all the time. So you need to add the slice FX to change the sound on wherever you want. The advantage is that it is very easy to change the pitch. While when you're using the beat slice mode, you need to go to the tune FX. So either you choose the convenience of the slices directly on the pads with a more difficult pitch setting, or easy pitch manipulation, but a bit more cumbersome way to change the slices, which was actually the only way you could do it when the tracker was released. There was no beat slice mode at the time. Now, one funny thing, I went back on the first instrument. As you can see, I've used the tempo FX to put a very, very fast tempo of 392 BPM, which might seem completely insane. But what I've done is that I've basically created a sort of time stretch using the feel position FX. Let me show you, oh, this is done. We want instrument number 1. And basically, we want it on every step. Then to the FX, you have to decide which part of the sound you want to stretch. Let's try to find a snare. So 8 seems to be a snare. Position from 8 to, let's say, a bit further. We'll see what it does. Feel. Yeah, not very good. To make this happen, I actually took some time. So that this is done. Let's render it. These are not perfect at all, but we can use them now anyway. Another way of doing the time stretch thing. Let's copy one of our sounds. Let's go to the sample editor. We'll just select a snare. Let's say this. Let's crop it so it's not too big. Now, time stretch, note, or beat. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Beat is more if you want to make something fit inside a special timing, while note is more just one note. We'll use note. What we want is the old school grainy Akai type time stretch. So we don't care about the timing. We are going to mash it up again anyway after that. Always take ages. That's what we want. So this is how long the sample is going to be, and this is the grain size, so how grainy it's going to be. Apply. So I've made a few more. This one is sliced, and I've made a pattern out of a bit of all the techniques that I've shown during this video. Another one here. And that's it, basically. Everything I do here on one lane is just switching instruments. These are the number 3, the slice one. So I can use the notes as pitches. Number 6 is the stretched one. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Go have a look at my Patreon if you want to grab some samples, and have a look at the affiliate links below if you want to buy a tracker or any other type of gears. You will make a few bucks for me at the same time, which is cool. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.